Back at it again, and we got to talk about MSDNC because they are in panic mode and trying to do some coping and lying, so we're gonna dive into that a little bit today because I just find it funny that, well, I guess if I say this, it's gonna say a little too much, but we'll hop into this video clip and I'm gonna show you guys what I wanted to speak about here in just 1 second. But I do want to thank you guys for all of the continued love and support. Thank you guys for sharing all of these videos, liking, commenting. I greatly appreciate it because without you, the message doesn't get out to the masses. Obviously, I can only do so much. I don't have like a magic button that sends this video out to everyone. If I did, I'd be pressing the crap out of that button. Like it would no longer work by this point. Trust me, because I would love for America to, see and hear the same things that I've seen and heard throughout my journey on discovering the truth about all of this. Because I think if all of America got to hear all of this, most of America would vote Republican, without a doubt. But that's just my humble opinion. Now, let's dive in.
I actually think that this is a phenomenon that needs to be better understood. I think that the behavior of black voters, even in just polls right now, is quite interesting. It's something I'm trying to get at in my reporting. I think the answer is that we don't know everything yet, and we'll certainly find out more in November. My instinct is, first of all, that people forget. Black voters are just like all voters. They too can be susceptible to disinformation campaigns. Black men especially, because there is a divide, by the way, in this polling in behavior between black men and women and, their interest in Donald Trump. Black men may be attracted to Trumpism more than black women. That would be consistent with white voters as well. So that's another parallel to look at. I do think that this idea that there's going to be a wave of black voters voting for Donald Trump is highly unlikely because black Americans know that Donald Trump is a racist. And so I think that's something they understand implicitly.
See, I'm sorry, guys. I had to stop the video because I have to address that. This whole notion that Trump is the racist, right? Let's say they are right. Okay, which they aren't. They always point to the same two instances, the Central Park 5 and the housing whatever situation, and those two things have been addressed time and time again. But for those that haven't heard it, I'll quickly address those now. The Central Park 5, they admitted to the crime at first, and yes, of course, Trump, just like everybody else, would be angry. That had nothing to do with him being black, nor did he state that in any type of statement. Oh, yeah, I don't like these guys because they're black. No, never talked about them being black, not one time. The housing situation. He didn't want to have government-assisted individuals living in the building. So when you want to speak about that, that has nothing to do with anybody being black either. If anything, the Democrats who want to claim that he was putting that on black people are the racist ones because they just assumed that black people are on housing assistance. So, yeah, there's that. But then also, they never want to talk about Joe Biden. They never want to talk about how Joe Biden stood on stage just last year and called LL Cool J boy. And I bring that up because if Trump had done that, they would be talking about that to the end of time. If Trump had stood on stage and called the black man boy, they would talk about it like every single day on a loop. But nobody said anything. They don't talk about how Joe Biden called black kids roaches. They don't talk about how Joe Biden called black people super predators. They don't talk about how Joe Biden used to hang out with a K group member all the time and gave the eulogy at the man's funeral. They don't want to talk about this stuff, but all of a sudden Trump is racist. That's bullshit. Excuse my language, but it is. And I'm getting sick and tired of this stupid narrative. Oh, Trump the bad guy, Trump the bad guy. But they don't ever want to talk about Joe Biden. Even Kamala Harris, when they were debating, brought it up. Joe Biden didn't want to desegregate busing. She brought that up too. But nobody wants to bring that up. But, oh, Trump racist. Come on, stop it with this nonsense. We're not buying it. And that's why their ratings are absolutely garbage. This is a company that is backed by millions upon millions of dollars. And me, myself, right? Just me. I don't have like a crew of individuals here with me, helping me create this stuff or put it together, giving me teleprompters, and I got news reporters out on the streets for me. Like, no, it's literally just me. And I could pull almost just as many views as them. Why is that? Come on now. Stop it with the BS, but carry on.
At the same time, I also wonder if the Biden campaign's consistent messaging overall about the strength of the economy, especially, and how good things are, while that may be true on Wall Street and the indicators the economy looks strong, Black Americans in their daily lives aren't always feeling that. So when they don't hear their concerns and their lives and their interests represented in that campaign, it does, I believe, just talking to voters, it really does trigger this sense that they are being left behind, that they are being taken for granted. And I think the Biden campaign and Democrats in general are going to have to work harder this time to get that base to turn out.
We don't want lip service, and that's all you've given us. That's all the Democrat Party has ever given us is lip service. Lip service. Oh yeah. Can any, matter of fact, perfect example. Can anybody tell me what Democrats are running on? Like what policies that Democrats are going to I'm talking like Joe Biden. What policies will Democrats be implementing and Joe Biden be implementing in his next 4 years that will make American lives better? Can anybody tell me? Exactly. Nobody can. Nobody can. It's always Trump bad, Trump racist. Oh, black people, what are you guys doing? Return back home. As if we're like slaves to the Democrat Party or something. Oh, we must be misinformed if we don't want to toe the line for the Democrat Party. That's basically what you just said. We have been presented with too much misinformation. So that is why we don't want to toe the line. That's why we don't want to bow down and kiss the ring of the Democrat Party anymore. We've been lied to. It's never, it's funny how that works. Whenever you break free, it's always, oh, you guys are misinformed. Oh, you guys are stupid. Oh, you guys are this and that. It's never, oh, well, maybe we were bad. Maybe your party is trash. Do you guys think Democrats have just ever considered that? Maybe we are terrible.
Used to be a lifelong Democrat for years, but the Democrat Party got so far away from what my values are, especially as a Christian. I'm for God, I'm for my family, and they just got so far away from it. I served my country as a Marine for 21 years, and my wife's Navy for 23 and a half years. How are you going to not step up for the people who are defending you? So that's why.
Thank you for your service. You and your wife's service. Great, sir. But then it's also, check out this young lady here.
I'm not even going to hold you. I had to record it because I was so mad the first time I recorded this. I was cussing and doing all the things. So let me try to keep it P, okay? But if Trump gets reelected and somehow can't repair the relationship, Democrats will still blame Trump. Yet, let me explain something to y'all.
She gets
because the math ain't math in a lot of y'all mind. This man was president for 4 years. That means he was in politics for 4 years. That was it. Joe Biden been in politics for 50 years. Kamala Harris, I think maybe 20. All these other people, numerous years, except for the new babies, right? And they trying to do something, but God bless them. They're deflecting. This man was 4 years, and y'all hate him so bad. Why? Y'all don't hate Mitch McConnell and all these other motherfuckers that's been in there for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years.
We know why.
You all don't hate Nancy Pelosi. Oh, she did so much for us. Yeah, like make $140 million for her and her family while you all are still living in squalor.
Talk that talk.
But, it's all Trump's fault, though. Trump,
Let's talk
Trump,
about
Trump, Trump, Trump. Hate on Trump. You got rappers like Plies talking about Trump. I love the new I Think I Know Politics people. Ain't read a book since a book read them. Okay, well, let me get off this.
I love the new I Think I Know Politics people. Ain't read a book since a book read them. Ooh, I'm still in that. Shout out to her. If y'all know who she is, shout her out in the comments. Matter of fact, let me see if I can see a name on this. No. Unless it's Young and Motivated. I doubt that's her though. I don't see it. But if anybody knows who she is, comment her down below. I want to give her a shout out for sure. She knows. She's most definitely in the know. But according to MSDNC, she's been fed too much misinformation. Even though the Biden administration just came out this past week and said all the videos of Joe Biden looking feeble and weak are fake. It's misinformation. Yeah. The misinformation gurus are telling us something that is obviously real is fake. Now, granted, I'm happy to report that most people aren't buying it, and I showed you guys the comment section of that video when I made that video where I can't remember. Was it NBC? I can't remember who it was, what news organization it was, but one of them, was trying to say that it was fake news and they were trying to debunk it, which is hilarious. They were trying to debunk the video clips, and in their own comment section, people were roasting them. I didn't see, and I showed you guys the comment section, I didn't see not one comment where somebody was like, come on guys, they're right, this is misinformation. No, not one. Not 01. They're all like, "Oh, you're lying. Oh, well, here goes mainstream media lying for Joe Biden. Oh, stop it with the nonsense." All types of comments like those. Okay, but yeah, it's never, or I should say, it's always, something wrong with the voters when we don't fall in line. It's never something is wrong with your party, which is why we are leaving. But hey, I won't complain. That's just more people for the Republican Party, baby. So they can continue on with their little BS line of misinformation and that whole sort of thing. And it's not happening, even though we see it happening. That's just more people that will be continuing to leave the Democrat Party and come over to the Republican side of the political aisle, because they're waking more and more people up to the truth. The more that they try to lie, and they had an opportunity. This is the crazy part. Now I'll get you guys out of here. This is the crazy part. They had an opportunity to turn it around, unfortunately. But if we're being honest, they had an opportunity, because up until a few years ago, people still believed them. Okay, they still believed them. So they had an opportunity to let off the reins a little bit and hold on to their power, but they just couldn't. They couldn't help themselves. They wanted more. They wanted to grab more. Okay? And so in that pursuit of more power and grabbing more power, they've made all of this charade so cartoonish that it's not even believable even a little bit anymore. To the few people that were believing it, now it's just like, hold on, wait. Trump is 34 felony counts? I thought it was only like one thing. And that was like the statute of limitations had run out on it. Hillary Clinton did the same thing, allegedly, right? That Trump did, and she only was fined. But Trump is 34 felony counts? And I spoke about this before. Like, if they just would have gone after Trump for like one little small thing, right? One little thing. That's it. Not attacked him left, right, and center. Not made it so the mainstream media was super biased against him, but just attacked him on one thing. They might have gotten away with it if I'm being completely honest, they probably would have. Because not enough people would have woken up to see, like, bro, this is crap. This is a load of crap. This is BS. Like, these charges are totally garbage. Right? In my humble opinion. Y'all can let me know if y'all feel the same way in the comment section. But I do feel like a lot of people have woken up because of how extreme they have gotten with all of this. I feel like that's a huge reason why a lot of people have woken up. Because it's so extreme. And I showed you guys a video clip of a young lady saying the exact same thing. It just got so cartoonish that it was hard to, like, not be awoken by, you know, the BS. But hey, y'all let me know what you thought about this in the comment section. Peace and love. I'm out.